Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can start working with Adobe InDesign, and we are going to create a pretty cool project. Alright, let's start. Okay guys, here we have the final result of this project. Okay, and this is a flyer, it's a letter size. I'm using a logo, then fonts that I download from different websites, and all these images as well. And here on the left, I have the whole material. You can download images. One thing that I recommend you to do is this. For example, let's talk about the material. For images, what you can do is go, for example, for pexels.com. And here you can download images for free, and you can use even for commercial use. For example, I'm gonna search for cafe racer, okay? And then if you see here, you have a bunch of images that you can use for this project if you want to do the same, or use your own images to create another topic. In addition, the only thing that I have here is this logo, okay? What you can do, you can just search as well, logo cafe racer, or you can create your own logo or use another type of logo. And then on the lowest part, I have this font, okay? This font comes, this one from dafont.com. Dafont.com is a website that you can download a font and you can use for free, but just take a look to the license, because sometimes you have to pay if you are going to use for commercial use. And for example, here, I'm gonna search for vintage font, okay? And here, if I scroll down, you can see this is the font that I'm using. If you just hit here in download, you can download the font to your desktop, for example. Okay, and then what you have to do, you can just double click on this one, okay, and then I'm going to install. The only thing that you have to do is double click on the font itself, and then you will see this dialog box. And just hit install font, and then the font will be part of your operating system, and you can use in InDesign and any other software. Okay, in addition, I am going to download another font. I already downloaded this, but just to show you, is the Montserrat. I like a lot this font because it comes with a lot of different styles. Where you can find this font? If you go to the website fonts.google.com, okay, here you have a bunch of fonts that you can use for free. And if you search, for example, Montserrat, okay, you will see there is the font. You can click here on the plus, and then the font is selected here on the lowest part, and then you can just download the font from here. Okay, you will have the font on your desktop as well. All right, okay, and then I am going to the desktop. I'm gonna double click to unzip. Then if I double click, I have the folder with all the fonts that I can select. Do not select this text, okay? And then you can just double click and install all the fonts at the same time. I already installed the font, is on my operation system and ready to start with this project, okay? I'm going to show you the final result inside InDesign because this is just a JPEG. If I double click here, you can see here I'm using this document letter page. I have this images inside this circle, this text, the logo, and I'm gonna show you step by step how you can do this. All right, the first step, let's create a new document. Okay, if you have nothing open, what you can do, you can select from here, create new, okay, and automatically you will see this dialog box. Okay, and what you have to do here, you have to go to the print, okay, because this is going to be a print project. Okay, I would like to print this project, for example, in Staples or on a commercial printer, and I'll show you the difference. All right, select print here, and letter is selected by default. Okay, and here you have many different sizes that you can select. You can select view more presets, and also there is a few templates that you can download as well. All right, here on the right, I'm gonna type the name, Cafe Racer. Okay, and then here you have the size. By default, InDesign comes in picas. It's pretty good to work with picas when you create multiple pages like a magazine or newspaper. But in this case, in order to be a little more clear, okay, I'm gonna use just inches. Okay, feel free to use another unit. All right, 8.5 by 11, and the orientation is portrait, of course. It's just one page, and you don't need facing pages. That is when you create a multiple pages document. If you want to see, for example, the page 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 together, you need facing pages. not in this case. All right, I'm gonna scroll down. I don't need columns, okay? But the thing I need is to work with the margin, okay? And here I'm going to show you the final result, okay? What is the idea? You have to create a margin around, okay? And the idea is to do not put the text, for example, here on this lowest part, no near to the edges, okay? And there is a standard for margin, and the standard is to keep 1/4 inch, okay? And that area we call the safe area, the area that is inside the margins, and that is the area that you don't have to place text. Doesn't matter if you have an image, but not text, okay? And then for the bleed, okay, what is the idea of the bleed? It's a space. So let me show you on the final result, okay, here on the PDF, okay? I'm going to open the PDF. Okay, can you see these cross marks? Okay, what's gonna happen, the printer providers, they're gonna cut the paper here. Why? Because they print on a big piece of paper when they print in commercial printers, and then they have to cut the paper in order to avoid any white border, okay? And they need this bleed, okay? That is the margin that is outside the paper, okay? And what you have to do every time that you create an InDesign document that you will print in commercial printers, you have to add bleed, okay? What is the standard for bleed? It's just the 1/8 of an inch, okay? All right, let's try to just review. It's just 8.5 by 11 in inches, okay? It's just one page with 1/4 inch of margins, and then on the lowest part, we have the 1/8 of an inch in bleed. All right, just select here, create. Okay, this is the InDesign interface, okay? If you see here, on the left part, we have a lot of different tools, okay? And then on the right part, we have just the properties panel. Just one thing, if you start using InDesign on 2020, this is the InDesign, the version 2020, okay? Go here to the word Essentials, click there and select Reset Essentials, okay? And that will show you just the default interface in InDesign. If you have an older version in InDesign, probably you will see like this one, like the Essential Classic. And what will happen, instead to see a panel with properties here, you will see the properties here on the top bar, okay? But since we're in 2020, okay, I'm going to select just the Essential, okay, which is the new interface, the new way to order the panels, okay? All right, the first step, I would like to place an image here on this area. Okay, if you want to place an image, first you have to create a rectangle with the rectangle frame tool. InDesign is a software that you have to create containers and place image inside. It's not like Illustrator or PowerPoint that you can just place the image and you have just the image itself. You don't have to create containers. But here in InDesign, you have to. All right, select that tool and create a rectangle on this area, okay? Immediately after you create a rectangle, what you have to do, you have to switch to the selection tool, which is the top one, okay? Why? Because look at this. If you keep this tool selected, and let's say you want to move this rectangle to the right, for example, what's gonna happen, you're gonna create another rectangle, and it's not the idea. I am going to undo that. All right, go back and select the selection tool, and now you can move this rectangle to any area, and also you can stretch, okay, or you can shrink from these handles, okay? And then if you want to place an image, what you can do, you can go here to the File menu and select the option Place. Here I'm connected with a folder that I have on my desktop, and I have a few images. Let's say I'm gonna try with this image, and I'm gonna select here Open. If you see, the image is inside this rectangle, but it's bigger than this. I would like to adapt the image on this rectangle. What you can do here on the right, you have the frame fitting options, okay? And you can select here the first one. All right, if you don't see the properties panel, if you are working with an older version of InDesign, I am going to display the control bar just to show you where is that option. If you are working on 2020, you don't have to work with this top panel, but if you are people watching this video in older version, I'm gonna show you that. This frame fitting option also is here on the top part above the word Auto Fit. Okay, either way you can click here or this one. All right, the image is inside. Look at this, could you click on the center? If you click there, okay, what's gonna happen, you will see this brown border. That indicate what is the image itself, the image inside. I'm gonna scroll up and you can see that is the big image. And if you select this drawer, you can click and drag over the image and you can move to the correct position that you want, for example. But I believe this is not the image that I want. I would like another to see the entire thing inside. If you select the second icon, this will be the fit content proportionally. But if you see the image is portrait and I need something that is landscape. Okay, again, you can select the first one to fill the frame or the second one to fit the frame. All right, I am going to replace that image. What you can do is go to the file menu and select the option place. And I'm gonna place another image and I like this one. And select the option open. And now I'm gonna select this and I'm gonna select fill frame proportionally. And this one looks much better. All right, there is one thing. If I increase the size of the image, what's gonna happen, you will have a container and you have the image inside. But if you want to automatically fill the frame proportionally, what you can do is the following. First, click on the fill frame proportionally here, okay, or here on the top, and then select the auto fit, okay, and then what's gonna happen, if you start increasing, if you stretch the image, okay, automatically the picture will follow the size of that container. That is the idea. Okay guys, but now what you have to do, you have to position the image right on the bleed outside the document, okay, and stretch all the way like that. And double check, you will see the light blue borders, okay, because guys, if you click on the center, one click, okay, this brown border is the image inside. And we start stretching the image like this, you will stretch the image that is inside the container, which is not the idea on this case, okay. Just fill frame proportionally, double check the light blue is selected. If you don't see that is selected, just click outside, click on the image inside again, but not on the center, okay, because the center will select the image inside. All right, let's continue. I'm gonna place the image here right on the bleed, okay. I'm gonna stretch like this, all right, and this is the idea of my image. But I would like to move the image a little up. What I can do from the center, I can drag the image until you have something like this, okay, or maybe a little more, okay, something like that. All right, this is what I want. And you see on the final result, okay, you can see here I have the logo. If you want to place a logo, first I am going to create a container. I'm gonna create a container here just to show you what it is. And here I would like to place a logo. All right, then select the selection tool, go again to the file menu and select the option place. What is the format that you have to place a logo? It's depending if you need transparency. Let me show you. For example, JPEG, if you place a logo on a JPEG, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna fill frame proportionally. What's gonna happen, you will have white background because you cannot save transparency on logos. What you have to do, I am going to go to the file menu. I'm gonna place again. I have to place, for example, the logo as a PNG, all right? If you select that, now you will have transparency because it's a PNG. But it's a better format. There is one that is vector-based format. And here I'm going to file place again, and I'm gonna place the logo as a Adobe Illustrator file. Also, sometimes you can see EPS. That is another format that the logo is a vector logo. All right. The logo looks a little pixelated, but I'm gonna zoom and I'm going to show you that it's not. If you hold down the command or the control on PC, and then if you hit the key plus, you will be able to zoom over the image. That shortcut is here on the view menu. You can zoom in and zoom out. All right, the logo looks very pixelated. Also, I'm gonna move a little down to show you the entire logo. But it's not pixelated because InDesign works in low resolution in order to improve the speed, okay? If I scroll here to the left, you can see also the guy is a little pixelated, but it's not, because let me show you. If you go to the view menu, if you scroll down to the option display performance, here you can see is the typical display. If you select high quality display, now you will see the image is high quality and the logo is high quality. But maybe if you have many pages, InDesign will slow down a little bit. I prefer to set up here from the view again, display performance, and then select typical display because InDesign is faster. All right, perfect. In order to see the entire page, you can hold on the command or control in PC and hit the 0. okay? And then you will fit again the page. All right, how you can adapt the logo to the correct size? If you select the fill frame proportionally, which is the first one, maybe probably you will crop in one part the logo. You have to select the second one, the fit content proportionally, and you will see the entire logo. Or also you can move inside with the brown borders. All right, I'm gonna put the logo around here. In addition, what I would like to do, if you see my design again, I would like to put these diagonal lines with this orange and this gray, okay? How you can do that? First, what I would like to do, I would like to move this corner, but in order to do that, what you have to do that with the white arrow or the direct selection tool. Select that tool, and now you can move that corner, but first, if that corner is previously selected, what you have to do first, deselect that. Guys, you have to click here outside on the middle of nothing before you move that, because it has to be deselected. And then position the mouse right on the corner, and when you see the cursor, that little square appear, then you can click and you can drag up that to create that diagonal line. Can you see that? Perfect. Now what I would like to do, I am going to create another rectangle. Okay, look at what is the idea, a rectangle that is around this side. Okay, and then I would like to tint the rectangle with the same orange that I have here on the back. How you can do that? First, what you have to do is select the eyedropper tool. Go here to the left and you will see this eyedropper, but it's not that one. It's one that is inside. That is the color theme tool. You have to select the eyedropper. Then, what you have to do is this shape is selected. And if you have the fill over the stroke, okay, the one on the top is the fill color, and the one on the bottom is the stroke color. Depending which one is activated, you will affect that one. Double check the stroke is not over the fill. Double check the fill is over the stroke on this way. All right, then if you click in one color, for example, let me click here on the jacket. What's gonna happen now, the rectangle is complete black. But then the eyedropper is loaded with black. What you have to do, you have to reset the eyedropper. You can click on the eyedropper again, and then I am going to click here on this orange. If you click on one image, probably you will see this message, but that is saying that you will have a RGB color, but don't worry, we are going to change that. Then if you see the rectangle is selected, then you will see here on the appearance panel, that is the orange. What you have to do, click there, then I'm going to the palette, and I would like to modify this color. The color looks very nice, but I would like to switch from RGB to CMYK. What you have to do, go here to this drop-down menu, click on it, and select CMYK. Try to review these values. And look at this. For example, there are 0 of cyan, which is good, okay? Then 79.99, maybe I'm gonna put this one in 79 or 80. 96, I'm gonna keep it in 96, but this one I don't need 0.01 of black, just I'm gonna put 0, okay? And then I am going back to the swatches, and from here all the way to the bottom, I would like to save that as a color, because maybe I'm going to use again the same color. Click on it, and now you have the swatch is there. All right, then select the selection tool, and now I am going to move this guy here, and then I am going to send to back. If you see here, I have the quick action that I arrange and send to back. If you don't have the 2020, if you want to send to back, what you can do, you can go here to the object menu, arrange, and then send to back. Then I would like to move this one a little up. What you have to do, select the white arrow or the direct selection tool, and then you can move this. But remember, you have to deselect first, because look at what happened if I try to move just that corner. It won't work because every single corner is selected by default, okay? What you have to do first, click outside on the middle of nothing, and then you have to select here, and then you can start click and dragging this point until it's something, let's say something like this, okay? All right, it's working. Okay, if you want to zoom in to see if you are very accurate, okay, you can select Control or Command plus, zoom there, okay? And maybe the picture, I have to move this one a little more outside. I'm going to do that, and now it's perfect. Press Command or Control 0 to go back. Okay, I like this design. If I show you again the design that I did is here, okay? It's kind of the same. Then look at this bar. I am going to repeat that, but with another color. Okay, select the selection tool, select this rectangle, and copy paste. You can right click and select copy, and then right click again and select paste. And now I would like to think with another color, maybe the color that is there, or maybe the helmet. In that case, select the eyedropper again, and here I am going to click here on the helmet. If you see, I would like something a little darker. What you have to do is select the eyedropper again, and then you can click this part that is a little darker. Okay, that is much better. Then select the rectangle, okay, with the selection tool. I am going to move like this, and then I am going to send to back. You can also right click, arrange, send to back. Okay, and then I would like to move a little up, maybe like this, and this is what I want. Okay, then go here to this color, click on it, switch to the color palette. I am going to switch to CMYK, and here I can start playing around with this. Look at what happens if I reduce a little the black. Okay, maybe that is color is much better. Yes, I like something like that. And then go back to the swatches, and I am going to save this one as well. All right, I have my color palette. Okay, that is the first part. You can see if I go to the preview, everything's okay. And now I'm gonna type the text. First, if you want to work with text, you have to select the type tool. And from there, you have to create a text box with the same type tool. And here I can type text. I am going to highlight the text, and from here on the paragraph options, I can center the text. If you don't have the 2020, what you can do here on the control bar on the top as well. And then I would like to increase the size of the text. I am going to create something maybe around 36, okay? And if you remember on my material that I select, we download this TBL vintage font, okay? If I go here, Medium Pro, I'm gonna highlight that. I'm gonna type TB, and you can see the font is there, and select the font right there. And then I am going to increase a little more, maybe 60 point, something like that. And then I am going to colorize this font with the same color that I have here. Just click on the T and select that color. All right, then go back to the selection tool, and now I can select this element and put on any position. Maybe I'm going to shrink here this text frame. Okay. If you start moving this with the selection tool, over a sudden you will see this pink line that indicate you are on the center of that page. Then I would like to create another text frame. I'm gonna create something here. And for example, all right, then I am going to highlight, I'm going to center, and I would like to change this for Montserrat. Let's say I'm going to select the light. Okay, and then I would like to increase the size about 24 point maybe. All right, look at what happened. If you type too much, I'm going to go back to the selection tool. You will see this red icon. Do not click there. What you have to do, you have to stretch this, okay, to increase the size of the text box. And then you can move in until you have that line you will be able to put on the center. I said do not click there because that is to link to another text box, and now it's not the idea. All right, now what I would like to do, I would like to place images, if you see here on the design, inside these circles. In order to do that, what you have to do is select the ellipse frame tool. If you right click on this tool, you can select the second tool, which is the ellipse frame tool. And my idea is to create 3 circles at the same time with the same separation between circle and perfect circles. I'm going to show you a shortcut of how you can do that instead to create by one. First, double check you have the circle tool selected, the ellipse tool. And then click and start dragging and create a big ellipse, but guys, do not release the click. Stay there with the mouse. And now you are going to use your other hand and go to the arrows keys in your keyboard, the arrows keys. And then I'm gonna hit the right arrow key on my keyboard twice. 1, 2. I can see that is pretty cool. You can create 3 circles, okay? And then if you release, you don't have perfect circle. Okay, I'm gonna Control or Command Z to go back. What you have to do is hold on the shift. I'm gonna repeat that. Create a big circle, right arrow twice, okay? Hold on the shift, and now I have the perfect circles, okay? But first, you have to release the click, and then you have to release the shift. This looks very nice. I'm going back to the selection tool, and from the center circle, I'm going to select, and I can start moving until you see that circle is on the center of the screen. And now I would like to place images inside. How you can do that? Just go again to the File menu, select the option Place, and then here I am going to select different images. If I select this one, then hold on the Command or Control. I'm gonna select this one and that one. Okay, I can select 3 images at the same time. Select Open, and now if you will see, the image is on the cursor. What you have to do, you have to click with that pointer that is on the top left of the image, with that pointer inside like this. Do not click like this, because if you click with the image a little outside, what's gonna happen is this. You will place the image outside. I am going to undo with the Command Z or Control Z. All right, and then I am going to click with the pointer, the top left part of the image inside the circle, and I am going to do the same here. All right, then double check you have the selection tool selected, and here I am going to select all these images at the same time. Just from outside, click and drag, okay, to select the images, and I am going to hit the fill frame proportionally again. All right, if you want to increase the size of one of those images, just click inside the image, hold on the shift to keep the proportion, and then you can increase the size of the image, and maybe I'm going to move here a little to the left, and that is what I want, and maybe a little down, okay? Also, you can move with the arrows on your keyboard to put on the perfect position. Then I'm gonna click on the second one. I would like to increase a little bit, maybe a little here to the left, okay? And I'm going to move this image, okay, like that. Okay, and the last one for me is okay. Then I am going to select all these images again, and I would like to add that border that I have here on the original. How you can do that? Go here to the stroke option. And here on the stroke, I'm going to increase the stroke, let's say around maybe, I don't know, maybe 7 points. Okay, maybe a little less. You can reduce the size, 6 or 5 points is okay. Then the stroke, if you don't have that color, just click here and select the color on the swatches. But I would like to separate a little more the image one between another one. What you can do is manually deselect and move the image to the right. But do not move from the center, because you will move the image like that. I'm gonna Command Z. What you have to do is click outside, click again on the image, but not on the center, and you can just move a little outside, this one and a little this one. Okay, and probably if you make a mistake, you have the images, for example, like this, what you can do is select all these images, and here on the right, we have the option to align, okay, and also are here on the top. I would like to align all the images on the same axis, like this, and I would like to create even distribution between images, okay, when you click on this one. All right, and then I am going to move just the center one until I see the pink line. Those indicate that you are the image on the center. All right, then what I would like to do, I would like to put this text on the lowest part. The only thing that you have to do is create a text box with the type tool, okay, like this. Okay, and you see I put just, this is the title, and text goes here, something like a dummy text, okay. All right, and then I am going to highlight everything, and I am going to center the text, okay? And then with the selection tool, I am going to move a little down because it's not that perfect. You see that green line indicate you are aligned with the top image, okay? Double click to go inside. I am going to select the title. I would like to apply Montserrat again, but in this case, I would like to select the one that is bold, okay? And I would like to increase a little the text, maybe to 14 points, and then the paragraph, okay, I am going to select the same font, the Montserrat, okay, but in this case going to be the Montserrat, maybe the extra light or just the light, okay. Look at this. If I have more paragraph here, what I can do, I can fill with placeholder text if you want to see more text. Here on the right, if you see all the way down, you have the fill with placeholder text. If you don't have 2020 version of InDesign, you can go to the type menu and all the way down you have the field with placeholder text and you will see just dummy text there. I would like to just delete the last line because maybe it's too much text. Okay. If you see the title is too near to this text, what you can do, I can highlight the title. Instead to create two text boxes, what I can do, I can move the subtitle a little down. How? What you have to do is go here to the paragraph options, and if you don't see the paragraph option here, you have to click on these three dots. Can you see, guys? Okay, click on the three dots, and then I can select here the space after. Look at the icon. If you increase this value, you will move the text a little down, and that is the idea. All right, I would like to repeat the same on the right. Just select the selection tool. Then if you want, you can copy. I'm gonna use the shortcut, Command C, Command V, and then I'm going to move here to this area. Or you can just select right click and select copy, and then right click and select paste. And then you can move on this area as well. You can see, and those green lines will help you to align everything as well. All right, last step. I am going to create this rectangle on the bottom area, and you have to start from the bleed. And here I'm gonna colorize this rectangle with the same color that we are using there. Then I would like to place text here on this area. I am going to create a text box. Just one thing, be careful. If you have a rectangle created already, I am going to move this one down to show you much better. Be careful to click to this rectangle, because look at what's gonna happen. If you just click, what's gonna happen, you will convert this entire rectangle on a text frame, and it's not my idea. I am going to create a text frame here outside, okay, and for example, the URL is this one, www, and then I am going to highlight, I'm gonna put in the center, I'm going to select here, let's say the Montserrat, but I would like to select just the Montserrat Light, okay, or maybe the regular as well. You can put the option here, you have all these options. I'm gonna select the regular, and then I'm going to change the text to white or paper. This is the name of white in InDesign. And then I am going to select this text, okay, for me 12 point is okay, and I am going to move on this area. Remember, the text not beneath this safe area. I'm going to zoom and to show you, Command plus many times. Never do this, do not put the text on this area. You have to respect that purple. Let me remove this block and you will see, okay, do not put the text beneath this area, okay? Command 0 to fit everything. Okay, we finished the project, this is it. Okay, I am going to save, just go to the file menu, select the option save. And then here is on the same folder. I'm gonna just click here, save. And now I would like to PDF this. How you can do that? Go to the file menu and select the option export. By default, you will see the Adobe PDF print, and that is okay. Just click here, save. And by default, we have a preset, and that preset is the high quality print. Here you can see many different presets, and this is okay if you want to print in digital printers, such as Staples or laser printer or even inkjet printers. Okay, you can keep that. But if you are going to print in offset in a commercial printer, it's very common if you're going to print more than 2,000 copies, you will print in commercial printer because it's cheaper. In that case, you have to call to the printer provider and you have to ask what is the correct format or the correct option or preset that you have to export. But one of the most common ones is here the Adobe PDF X3 or the X1A, okay? If you select any of these one, you have to do a second step. You have to go here to the marks and bleed, select the crop marks, and here select use document bleed settings, okay? And then with that, you will export with the bleeds and also with the crop marks, which is the indication for the printer guys where they have to crop the paper, and just select export. There are more options inside that the printer guys, they can tell you, even they can send you a preset that you can install in InDesign. But now if I go here to the Finder, you can see my PDF is ready, is all the way down here. And then if I preview this PDF, you can see everything is correct and you can see the crop marks are there. Alright guys, this is the entire video, this project. Leave me a comment below if you like this kind of videos, okay, in order to create more projects like this one, okay? And I hope you like this video and see you on the next one. Bye.